Hi, hello. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I am Catie Brannon, and this is Tea Time True Crime with Catie podcast, where I normally talk about true crime, but I may branch out soon. I hear you guys. I hear you. You guys told me that I have a very relaxing voice and that I should do ASMR or different kind of stories. And I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for mystery and suspense. And, I do love horror. It is my favorite genre. So, yes, I do hear you. But tonight's case, you guys, it's going to be very difficult to talk about because it literally just happened. Yeah, so stay tuned, stay with me, check out the title page and something that I really, really care about. I don't like to say it's like a paid endorsement because I don't, get paid for advertisement. Not yet, just manifesting. But I like to talk about products that I've used myself that I absolutely love. So enjoy the title page and stay tuned. And then we are going to talk about, if you're wondering, Sade Robinson. Yes.
I hear the weather's nice. Don't have to tell me twice. You don't want me around.
So I just want to be real with you guys for just a moment. I want you first to take a deep breath in and out. And I want you to think about how you could probably maybe better your life, like self-development. Or don't worry, this is not one of those, Tony Robbins courses, which there's no problem with that. I think it's great to make, to always improve your life and everything like that. But my thing I'm talking about is, have you healed your inner child? Yes, I'm going there. Have you healed your trauma? Have you perhaps wanted to talk to someone from the other side? Do you have questions that has never been answered? And you're wondering, well, who can I really trust? There are so many mediums out there that, just take people for their money. They lie, they're vindictive. But I want to tell you that I know a psychic personally. And since she has been in my life, my whole world and life has changed for the better. I received closure with my loved ones who've passed on. I've also healed my inner child, believe it or not. And I've also just completely became a business owner because I have confidence in myself. And I want to live the way that I want to live. And I want to love the way I want to love. So if you are interested in those kind of services, whether it's like soul retrievals, just want to maybe talk to someone on the other side, you guys, she is so affordable because she believes in really helping people. So I'm going to put the link in my bio. And the link is already in my bio because it's on my link tree. But I'm also going to put the link in the description box below and also on the screen if you want to do a screenshot. Okay? Mobile Psychic Connections. Her name is Jeannie, and she is magical to say the least. She is a very powerful shaman who is half Puerto Rican and half Native American, and she is just a wonderful person and a healer. So definitely book an appointment with her today. You will not regret it. I promise. Love you, happy souls. Thank you so much for sticking around. I really appreciate it. This is a true crime podcast. I'm going to go very explicit in my describing of the crime. First off, the way I dress and the wig that I'm wearing is for a purpose, and I will get to that in the podcast. So those who are still here, hi, thank you so much. I appreciate you, my true crime kitty cat. I'm going to be talking about Sade Robinson. Sade Robinson, this case, first off, came from Naki Sade. Check her out. Follow as well if you're not. She is a lifestyle influencer, and she's just all the good vibes, you guys. So if you get really sad listening to my podcast, you go and jump on her channel and feel really good. She talks about food, clothing, travels, good vibes. I love her. She's just this magical Aquarius queen. Absolutely adore her. So she actually recommended this case, and I have been studying this for days. Now, it's very frustrating because this crime, sadly, you guys, it literally just happened. So crime is still pending. This case is still pending. So do not come after me. Everything that I'm saying is allegedly, but I'm going to tell you what research that I have found while, investigating this case. So we're going to talk about Sade. Sade was not only beautiful, but she was a 19-year-old girl, a college student that only had a month left to graduate. Yeah. Frustrating. She was about to receive her associate's degree in criminal justice. Yep. She also worked at the Pizza Shuttle. I've never heard of the Pizza Shuttle. I believe it's a mom and pop kind of business, and they are absolutely crushed that the circumstances with Sade. So I just want to say that Sade was not only a hardworking woman, but she had dreams and goals like everyone else. Like I'm telling you, this case shook the community of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And you have people that are just devastated, absolutely devastated by this young woman's passing. And I'm not going to lie, when I watched the interviews, I was literally bawling my eyes out. This Sade woman was somebody who never really missed work. All of her coworkers adored her, and she was funny, and she was very strong. But yet, even though the strong-willed person was showing, she just wanted to be loved like everyone else. You know? I believe everybody wants to be loved. Even if you say you don't, you know you're kidding yourself. This started out, you guys, April 1st, 2024. Yeah, when I say recent, it was recent. April 1st, 2024, she went on a date with Maxwell Anderson. Now, this guy, again, we really don't know what happened. We just know that we found her body. Well, sort of. Like I said in the beginning, this is a very graphic case. And yes, I did say sort of. Now, Sade worked at the Pizza Shuttle, and Maxwell Anderson worked at a seafood place, apparently. He was a bartender. He was 33 years old. Now, Maxwell was described as very awkward, very weird, kind of had like a little bit of a creepy vibe going on. He came from a very, very wealthy family. So wealthy, in fact, that his bond, yeah, he has something to do with it, you guys. Allegedly, that's what I can say, allegedly. But right now he has a $5 million bond. Yes, before the trial. Now, let's go back. And all we know is that she went on a date with Maxwell. And the text conversation just seemed like nothing normal. Like, nothing out of the ordinary, you guys. It just seemed like she was excited. Sade was excited to go on a date. And immediately about this case, I've seen many comments and people like victim blaming, which no. We do not do that here. The only person who is at fault is the person who ended her life. Remember, she's going to graduate with criminal justice. And if you don't know, criminal justice people, they're pretty self-aware. Yeah. In fact, she downloaded an app, you guys, that pretty much blew this case wide open. And now, with these text messages, we don't know if they met at each other's places of work. We don't know if they met online, but we do know that they did know each other. So basically, the text was saying, let's meet here. Let's go to a seafood place. I want seafood. And she's like, oh, I love seafood. And it just didn't seem anything weird out of the ordinary at all. But what was weird was apparently the place that they went to was like an old place he used to work at that apparently he got fired from. And he was only going up there to get his W-2. So my guess is that he was bringing her up there to show her off, for her being a beautiful girl. And then we don't know what happened after that. Now, we don't know if, he drugged her, he may have made her a drink or wanted to make her a drink and like I said, put something in the drink. Or he tricked her into the vehicle. Again, guys, this is so new. We do not know. But when I do find out, I will update you. Okay? Now, but we do know horrifically is April 2nd. Yeah. The day after April 1st, their date, pieces of her body have been found across remote areas in Milwaukee. Yeah. The leg was the first one. The leg, the toes had pink nail polish. And I believe it was a woman like walking her dog or walking around, and she saw the grisly sight. Now, this leg was not even decomposed yet. It was sadly extremely fresh. Police think it may have been broken off from the hip and then sawed. Yeah. What? I know, you guys. I know. So the family has been, searching for Sade. In fact, they saw her the day before April 1st. Yes, they saw her. It was actually Easter, and they had a wonderful time together. So they were looking forward to see their daughter again. Like I said, Sade was extremely bubbly, very kind, with a big, big heart. And so when she disappeared, it wasn't unnoticed. Quite the contrary. Everyone notices. I mean, Fox News is on it. I found a lot of coverage from Fox News and then a little bit of CBS. I was shocked with the Fox News network. I was like, wow, okay, they're on it. Again, I cried because they showed, the mother, Sheena Scarborough, in tears, just wanting to know what happened to her daughter. In fact, there was a search team because when one body part showed up, the family realized that it was Sade and that they need to search for the rest of her. I can't imagine. First off, you find out your daughter, your loved one, is gone, and we don't know why. And you want to lay her to rest, but you can't because she's in pieces. I can't imagine. I don't want to. So the community, you guys, of Milwaukee, her friends, her family, co-workers, even strangers have come together and was helping with the search. Yeah, to find body parts, to put her back together. I know, it's so morbid. Sheena is doing everything she can do. She said no to a few interviews, but Nancy Grace offered her to be a guest on the podcast, perhaps to have awareness and exposure and more coverage for her daughter's case. And yes, it brought me to tears. Sheena basically said when it came out, because he was Maxwell Anderson, the evidence that led to him, police stopped him at a traffic stop, and then in the beginning they didn't arrest him because not enough evidence, but now he is arrested. He is called for a lawyer. Of course, he screamed lawyer, and Sheena said that he is the 2024 Jeffrey Dahmer. That is horrifying, folks, because Jeffrey Dahmer did do his killings in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Yeah. And the dude, pretty creepy looking too. Yeah. It's really, really, really sad. And there was an app on the phone. I believe it's called like Family 360 or something like that. She downloaded it on her phone, and her family told law enforcement, hey, our daughter has this on her phone. And they're like, well, what is it? It was like a GPS tracking device, so they know where she kind of always is in case something happens. Yeah. Sade was smart, because that's how he got Maxwell. The reason why people think Maxwell did it was that there was an eyewitness seeing him, like driving her Honda Civic, her vehicle. We don't know if he doesn't have a vehicle or not. We've seen footage of him, on the bus. There was also a footage of him like getting rid of the evidence. So yeah, we have an eyewitness here. Not only that though, the GPS from Sade's phone led to Maxwell Anderson's residence. Yes. And when that came out, you guys, you would probably think the community would come in droves with like pitchforks and bricks and just vandalize the home. Instead, what they did was they got Sade's favorite color, pink, which is why I'm wearing pink. My little pink wig and pink bra, pink dress, beautiful pink energy, pink glasses, ring. Yes, I'm all pinked out. I'm all decked out. And it is for Sade. Hashtag justice for Sade. Okay? So friends and family and community started putting all kinds of decorations, balloons, all over Maxwell Anderson's residence. Yeah, pink. Pink was her absolute favorite color. So sadly though, after everything was put on the lawn and the driveway of the home, I think it was like the next night, unidentified people got rid of all the decorations and the beautiful pink offerings in memory of Sade. So there was a crime scene tape, and family and friends went back and lined outside of the tape, still pink. In fact, where Sade worked, at the restaurant, the pizza shuttle, the owner decked out the restaurant all in pink to make sure that awareness and coverage to her case is shown to everyone. What we do know so far is, like I said, the GPS landed at Maxwell Anderson's residence. And also, it is known, maybe, again, everything is allegedly, forgive me, but I'm doing this podcast to have some kind of coverage, to have exposure to her case, to make sure Sade receives justice. Now, found out that there was some kind of sex dungeon in the basement at Maxwell's home. Now, it is very, there's a lot of rumors going around. Like I said, Maxwell Anderson's parents are extremely wealthy. So you guys know what I was thinking? I was thinking, did you guys watch the HBO Max documentary series, House of Hammer? I got that. I was like, I got that vibe. House of Hammer, if you don't know, is basically Armie Hammer. Armie Hammer is known for Lone Ranger and in a movie with Timothée Chalamet. But this guy is not only accused, there is just a lot of evidence that he did sexually assault and torture women. But not only him, but the generation of men in his family. Yeah, you guys don't want me to let you know what happened to Armie Hammer. If you do, I'll tell you. I'll tell you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He got away with it all. He came from money. His parents are not just wealthy. I mean, they are oil wealthy. Yeah. That kind of wealthy. And what he is accused of doing was, in the beginning, I was trying to give him a benefit of a doubt because it did sound like extreme bondage and he did not pick the right submissives. But also, if you are in BDSM, which no kink shame, you do know that both parties, there has to be consent. And when you read these text messages that he wrote to these women and what they accused him of, it's unreal. But Armie Hammer apparently got disowned by his family, and he does timeshare in the Cayman Islands or something. Yeah, he's never going to have an acting career ever again. It's over. Yeah. He's a sick dude, definitely. So why I brought that up was he came from money, and this Maxwell Anderson guy came from money. So prosecution is very scared that the defense may say that he was unwell, plead insanity. Yeah, I know. I'm like, what? Plead insanity? All right, we got a tea break. I got my pink mug. It's like a little cute pale pink mug. Elderberry with lemon. My absolute favorite. This saying right now on the tea is use your head to live with heart. Aww. So if they plead insanity, it doesn't make any sense, because I talked about it with George, you guys, and to dismember somebody, not only you kill somebody, which takes a lot, mentally, physically, perhaps. I mean, I don't want to imagine the poor girl's death. I know that she must have fought her butt off. But I feel like he did something close to this before, because to dismember someone like that so very quickly is methodical. It takes a real special kind of evil to do this to someone, especially someone who is extremely kind and charismatic as Sade. Now, as I find out more about this case, I will let you guys know. I'm sorry. I wish I had an ending to this. I wish I knew what she went through. But as I'm feeling energies, I'm unfortunately feeling that it may have been, again, guys, allegedly, like, I'm just taking a breath, and let me know if you feel what I feel. I feel like he wanted to do more things than she wanted to do, okay? That could have been in a sexual nature, or it could have been in a different, and she fought, and he killed her. But he did it where she kind of saw it coming, because she did feel that gut feeling. But unfortunately, it was too late, and she was absolutely terrified. It is a shame, because Sade needs justice. So if you have any kind of social media, stuff like that, I mean, everyone has social media in this day and age, do hashtag justice for Sade. And I would say let's bring the killer to justice, but I want to say let's bring the truth out. Because again, all of this is allegedly, but I just want to put my face out there and my pink energy, and just to make sure this case doesn't die, and make sure women get justice. Because as I looked more into the case, there are plenty of girls around that area that are missing. So George, unfortunately, thinks that to do something that methodically, to dismember in that kind of way and that quickly, that means you did it before. There's no way that's your first time. There's no way. Absolutely no way. I can count on it. I bet you it wasn't the first time that he has done something like this. It went too far, but it's like, did he have help with the dismemberment? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this case. Please know I send love and light and healing energy to Sade's loved ones. I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you watching. If you have any tips, definitely dial this number. Also call Crime Stoppers, and there is a GoFundMe link for Sade's family to take care of her services. Thank you. Remember, thank you for watching, and you're doing better than you think.